And I saw this stand from across the room. I was at Super 7 at the time, and then I was walking around looking at some stuff, and across the room I see these glorious card backs, and I knew at that point my wallet was in big, big, big trouble. Yo, what's going on, folks? Century Mad Collector here, your Prince of Plastic, has returned once again with another video. And today, folks, today is a very special video. It's a video I've been contemplating making for a while now, quite some time. I wanted to initially hold off until the man cave got built. I have a lot of stuff here that I want to show you guys, and I wanted to do it with, you know, a nicer backdrop than this. Initially, when I started my channel, I did a bunch of haul videos and some collection, partial collection videos to show you some stuff that I had, kind of just introduce myself to the community, the YouTube community, and give you an idea of what I'm about. And I had stopped making those up to this point. Anything that you've seen, parts of hauls have been at the end of hunt videos. So I've kind of mixed them into my hunt videos, but kind of in the mood to do some haul videos here and there. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more haul videos and collection videos like this right now, or even in live stream form. Maybe we'll even do that. But without further ado, I want to jump into this Turtles collection / haul that I have here, inspired by yesterday's pickups. Thank you again to my good buddy John at Toywiz. The good folks at Toywiz once again just come through in the clutch. I will put a link to their store in the description below of this video. John is someone, he runs the store there, and the store and the website are two different animals. He runs the store, and he is such a knowledgeable guy when it comes to all things collectibles. He's a real collector. He's like me, same age, into the same things. We love NECA toys, we love vintage toys, and he knows a lot about a lot. And he's a very nice guy, and he's a very fair guy. And I met him less than a year ago, I'd say, and we've become pretty close friends. I would also say up to this point. So whenever I drop in there to say hello and to see what's going on, the latest and greatest. Most recently, well, right at the end of last year, I mentioned to him that I was looking for some NECA movie turtles. I initially, as some of you guys may know, I've mentioned it here on the channel a few times, I initially got into the quarter scale NECA movie turtle line. Didn't move as quickly as I wanted. It kind of went stagnant for a bit. I thought Toka and Razor were coming out and Splinter were coming out in quarter scale form. I thought Randy intimated that a few years ago now at a con, and we didn't wind up seeing them in quarter scale form. We wound up getting them in 7-inch form, which is great. I had to get that 2-pack. I wound up getting the Loot Crate Splinter 2-pack, and I was hooked on the smaller scale figures, and I was like, you know what? Most of my action figures are all 5.5 to 7-inch scale, so I'm gonna do away with the quarter scale stuff and then move into the 7-inch movie turtles. So at that point, I didn't have any of the originally what used to be the GameStop exclusive turtles. Didn't have any of those. Couldn't find Casey and Raph 2-pack to save my life at Walmart. I did find some other 2-packs along the way, which you guys have seen on this channel. If you haven't, go check out my previous hunt videos. So I was talking to John, and I was like, yeah, I would love to get my hands on those turtles, but they're hard to find and the markups are stupid. And he's like, hey, I have all 4 of them in the warehouse, so they're yours. So he not only came through with all 4 turtles, but he also came through with, if you look at my thumbnail and you have semi-decent vision, a 2-pack that I've been looking for as well, which I just mentioned. So let's get into the turtles first. We've got Leonardo. We have Mikey. We have Donnie. And these are so nice. And honestly, you can't go wrong. Between these and the quarter scale, it's preference. I'm a quarter scale statue collector, but I want to keep my turtles kind of uniform in the same scale, so we're going to stick with the smaller scale raph. really. I think I might like Raph or Mikey the most out of these four. And all four of these turtles were all in 120 bucks. So can't really go wrong there. 30 bucks a turtle. I'm happy with that. Totally fine. Thank you, John, again. And on top of that, he got me something I was not expecting whatsoever. This was a very nice Christmas surprise. He said, hey buddy, here you go, on the house. Merry Christmas. Casey Jones and Raph, Disguised Raph 2-pack. Have not seen this guy anywhere, these guys anywhere. And I did not have to pay a dime for this. John, thank you so much again, buddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate your friendship more than anything. But I appreciate your generosity as well. So thank you very much. Go check out Toywiz, guys. Go stop in if you're local. If you have questions about pricing or anything else like that, keep in mind, like, you know, a lot of people complain, like, let's be real right now, right? About these hobby shops, and people complain about prices and this and that and the other thing. That's fine. If you have questions about pricing, instead of just bitching, go and ask and see if you can. That's how I met John. I had questions about pricing on things, and he was fair and he was reasonable, and we came to terms on certain things, and then we started talking. So it started with me communicating with him as a normal human adult, and we became friends, and it's been an awesome friendship. So it's you know, I mean, just instead of getting angry and being immature about it, see if you can work things out. I mean, there are things where when I go there, there are very few rare cases where we don't agree on a price for something, and that's fine. And I understand his point of view and he understands mine. But 99% of the time, there is never, ever, ever an issue. So regardless of whether it's Toywiz or whoever else, wherever else. And I'm too small a channel. I have no sponsorships. There's nothing in this for me whatsoever. This is literally just my collecting experience going there. If I didn't have a good experience, I wouldn't be talking about it. And I've mentioned this on my channel, you know, previously too with Toywiz. So, and I also support Undiscovered Realm. I love all those guys. So, you know, you have to understand, sometimes, you know, it's like, or a lot of the time, they will get inventory from, you know, third parties or wherever, people selling them stuff that they'll take and help those people and buy those things. But to make a little profit, there needs to be some sort of markup, right? So a lot of it just depends. So that's why I think in general, in not just that hobby shop, but a lot of other hobby shops as well, all hobby shops, why you get that markup. But the best thing you can do, in my advice to you, would be, if you have a question about something, if something seems oddly priced, just go and ask. If you happen to go to Toywiz and select Toywiz as a place to go shopping, ask for John. He does not get any nicer and more knowledgeable and more reasonable than him. So anyway, with that said, that's my little Toywiz and hobby shop soapbox. And now what that's going to parlay us right into is some vintage turtles. Vintage turtles. So I have shown some of we are about to look at some original Playmates turtles from anywhere from 1988, from the original 10-back, to 1990. So the first three big waves of turtles, we're going to find and look at some of those right now. I showed some of these on Gary, shout out to him. He had me on one of his live streams a few weeks ago, which was awesome. Thank you again, buddy, if you're watching this. He actually, I found anything that you're about to see in a Zolo case, I found at 2019 New York City Comic Con from a place called JC Comics. The owner is just a phenomenal guy. You'll see some of the price tags on these things, which are cheap as it is, especially, you know, for what these things are going for now, these figures, in the condition that they are, which are all pristine and unpunched. So apparently this came from an uncirculated ex-Toys R Us employee's collection. And on top of that, I wound up getting like a 20% like buy in bulk discount. It was crazy. So shout out to JC Comics, go check them out as well. Really hooked it up here. And I saw this stand from across the room. I was at Super 7 at the time, and then I was walking around looking at some stuff, and across the room I see these glorious card backs, and I knew at that point my wallet was in big trouble. So waltzed myself over there. And these were not anything that I thought, you know, I would, it was in the back of my mind. It was like, hey, there's some bad guys I know I want. I would love the original 4 turtles for the right price. If I ever come across them, I'm not gonna actively seek them out. And so this was fate. This was meant to be. So why don't we start, I'm gonna stop talking, we'll just jump in. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna jump in. So it's mostly from NYCC 2019, but some of it, they're also from friends and fellow collectors over the years. This is from my good buddy, one of my best friends, my buddy Joe. It is Krang. All right, so he was part of the second wave of turtles. There you go, there's that card back. Very, very cool. Again, these are all from 88 to, he was released I think in 89. Turtles, so this is unpunched. So this was gifted to me by my buddy Joe. Joe, thank you again, man, this is so awesome. Crap, I don't even know where I'm gonna put all this stuff. We'll figure it out. We also have from my good buddy, Mr. Randall. I bought this a few years ago off him, and let me say this. Mr. Randall, your shipping and packing is bar none the best. I mean, I think some stores should really pay attention and take notice of this. I had a hard time getting, it was so well packed. I didn't want to mess it up taking out of the packaging. I mean, he just, really, really well done. Splinter, unpunched, amazing, incredible condition. If I had gloves on me, I'd be using gloves, but I don't. That's him. Now we'll get into some of all of the 2019 NYCC pickups. One of my favorite bad guys and favorite original Playmates turtles. Something that this was one I always wanted on card mint, and we got him. General Trag, unpunched. Take a look, ski. We also have, man, this is just, I have a lot of crap here. It's not crap, but I'm gonna rejigger some of this stuff so we can make room. But I don't know how this is gonna work. Probably should have thought that out a little better. Let's see, it's going there. Okay. Also have these, of course. I'm gonna move this over here and move this over there. All right, so we got Trag. It's a 34 by 34 table, people, so that's what we're working with. We have got Baxter, Stockman, and you know, it's like, I don't know if people realize, like you real turtle guys out there, I'm sure know, there's so many bad guys in the Turtles cartoon. So many. Baxter is definitely one. And everything you're gonna see here, like I said, it's anywhere from the original 10, 1988, that first wave, through 1990. And there are a lot of these figures from 90 that I really like too, that you're about to see. Actually, I'm looking at one right now, Wingnut. Just the colors on everything. I mean, these are just card backs that, if you can find them mint, again, this one's real super minty, unpunched, very, very, very cool. There's the back. Take a look at that. One more time. Unfreaking punched. I think we're gonna save this guy probably for last. What else do we have? What else? That's another big boy right here. We also have Toka. Also super awesome. You can see the different card back variant there. It's the back. Little screen capture if you want. We also have one from a little later. I believe this was 90, Undercover Don. Very cool. And we also have a birthday gift of mine from last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. My good buddy Gil, shout out to him. The Psycho Cycle, something that he gave me. This is unopened. If you can see that, check that tape out. That's original stock tape right there, baby. See it on both sides. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with this. I mean, the box art is incredible, but the toy is even more incredible. I think I'm gonna have to take this out of box and find myself an original Playmates, as mock as possible, Bebop, and put him on this guy. What do you guys think? I don't know, let me know in the comments, but this is awesome. Even just as is, this is really, really cool. So thank you, Gil. It's one of my favorites in my collection right there. What do we want to finish this off with? Well, I think we're gonna, what's that? Oh, another one of my favorite bad guys and favorite Playmates toys, right here. Pizza Face from JC Comics. Super cool. And look at that, so look at that price. $49.99 minus, you know, another 20%. Shave another 20 or 30% off there. It was crazy. I had like a bulk discount of like 20% plus the 10% on top of that he was giving me. For no reason, it was crazy. So I just look at the card art on that, man. It's just so awesome. So cool. This guy and Trag were two bad guys that I knew that I always wanted, you know, on cards. So to be able to have those and mint the way they are is just amazing. So we are winding down here. We're down to the final two. And this guy was a very pleasant surprise to find him. And he wasn't even advertised on the wall. I was digging through, like, they had like long boxes of vintage toys, mixed, you know, some other turtles that I passed on. Gotta draw a line somewhere, right? I mean, my whole goal here is to get the original 10. I want the soft heads at some point, but right now I just want to try to get the original 10 plus bad guys that I love. And I'm well on my way for sure. Well, original 10 and some others that I like. As you see here, there's plenty here that's not part of the original 10. Undercover Don, you need the undercover turtle. So we have an original 10 back Shredder. It's punched, but this thing is as mint can be. How awesome is this? Super duper cool. Staying in the packaging, something I rarely ever say. And last but not least, this was also part of a birthday gift of mine from a couple of years ago. My buddy Gil, once again, thank you, pal. An original 10 back. I am trying to just be super duper careful here, because I'm crazy, but still. Original 10 back Raphael, unpunched. And you'll see there are some variants too. So down here, you see behind the weapon rack, normally, you know, they have like like down on the bottom right-hand corner, you see that, like cut that thing out or whatever. They have like the, like join their fan club or whatever it was at the time. And there used to be like a little pamphlet. There used to be a little pamphlet like right there behind the weapon rack on some of these. So if you can find those, that's also something to hunt down. It never ends with this stuff. Never ever ends. And yeah, I mean, just so cool. A piece of history that means a lot to me. I mean, I remember seeing these at Toys R Us as a kid in the 90s, you know, very late 80s for $2.99. You know, $3.50. Crazy, just crazy stuff. And now, a little more than that. I just remember like pallets of like technodromes and just, it was so crazy. Things that are so sought after now. It's very interesting to see what time does to a lot of things. And with with time, this line has become timeless and is now being recreated by several different toy companies and manufacturers right now because of its greatness. So that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this turtle-filled haul and collection video. This will not be the last time you see these at all. You will see them in the collection eventually displayed, and I will always be adding to this collection. So there will be update videos on all my turtles, especially the vintage ones. And it's definitely something I'm looking forward to doing and sharing with you guys. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. And I will check you on the next video. Peace.